Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. And yesterday was a day to trend with hashtag Zack Snyder's JL. Now, why will we do this? We had to tweet a post, or we had to make a tweet, make a GIF, whatever it was, and use the hashtag Zack Snyder's JL. But why will we do this? If you remember at JusticeCon, Zack Snyder was asked by the Nerd Queens and Meg about the rumors, about the speculation that Zack Snyder's Justice League, in fact, will not be called Zack Snyder's Justice League and will be called something else. And Zack Snyder said this: "It's the name we all want. It is the name we are working on." Now, there has been reports that got to do with some legal terms. It can't be called Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't know the full story behind that, but seemingly that's what's going on. They're fighting to get it called Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, a lot of people online are not happy that it's being called Zack Snyder's Justice League, even though it's the most proper name that should be on the title. The whole movement has been about artistic integrity and what Zack Snyder wants. If Zack Snyder wants to call this Zack Snyder's Justice League, then shouldn't we be happy about this? Shouldn't we support this 100%? But you still have people out there, or even in the movement, saying, let's just call it Justice League. Let's just call it Justice League Part 1. What's the point of calling it Justice League Part 1 when there's no Part 2 announced? When there's no Part 2 script written? You know, so we have to be prepared for no more Justice League after Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think if it's a success, it breaks the internet, I think there will be more, but we have to be prepared to just support the first film, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And he wants to call it that. That's the name we all want. The Release the Snyder Cut movement is about the Snyder Cut getting out there. It was never going to be called hashtag Release the Snyder Cut or Snyder Cut. No. It's going to be, and that's the way Zack wants it, Zack Snyder's Justice League. But hopefully that all gets sorted out and it is called that. But yesterday we wanted to show that's the name of the film that we want. So we trended with hashtag Zack Snyder's JL. We got over 12,000 tweets. It might have been more, but it was over 12,000 when I seen that. And there was so much positivity on the timeline. So many GIFs, posters, images shown. And people saying, say the name. What's the name? It's the name we all want. And that's Zack Snyder's Justice League. It trended very well. Of course, it linked up very well with DC Fandom, which was releasing things also. But all in all, it was a good day, and loads of people got in support of this. They got behind this, and they tweeted Zack Snyder's JL. And that really showed HBO Max, showed Warner Media, maybe Jason Kilar, these people who make these kind of decisions who were involved, that we want it to be called Zack Snyder's Justice League. And in the end, that's what Zack wants to call it, so we should be happy for him and all involved if that's what they want to do. Ray Fisher also tweeted out in support of this being called Zack Snyder's Justice League. What's in a name? Everything. Hashtag Zack Snyder's JL. So Ray Fisher, big supporter of the Snyder Cut movement, big supporter of Zack Snyder, getting involved in that trend yesterday and helping that being pushed up a good bit. But also Cyborg's mother, Karen Bryson, who will play Cyborg's mother in Zack Snyder's Justice League, who was completely cut from the theatrical version in 2017, also showed her support for that. And remember, she was completely cut out of that film. We didn't get to see any of her whatsoever, so that's great that Karen Bryson will finally get to see her character come to light in Zack Snyder's Justice League, along with a few more actors, which I'm sure they're very excited and happy with. So guys, if you remember the other day, that screenshot of that Harry Lennox, a message between him and his friend about him getting ready to shoot additional photography for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Remember, I backed it up. I asked the guy, DM'd him, and he said, yep. We weren't too sure if it was true or not. We needed kind of more confirmation. But here is something that could confirm that this is actually happening. They're doing additional photography. Bruised Wayne on Twitter goes, one of Zack Snyder's crew member just posted this in their story. Additional photography started. That too with a Batman choreographer. Now, this is at stage 2 at the Warner Brothers lot. And look, we wanted something to back this up. We wanted confirmation that Harry Lennox is in fact shooting his additional photography to be turned into Martian Manhunter. That scene that Zack never got to shoot where Martha Kent turns into Martian Manhunter. It's revealed that Harry Lennox's General Swanzik is actually Martian Manhunter and a new member for the Justice League going forward. So this is exciting. This is good. Now, this doesn't confirm that it is additional photography or they're working on Zack Snyder's Justice League, but actually how many films are actually shooting right now, how many are in production. You know, there's not much work to be done on Zack Snyder's Justice League in terms of shooting new scenes, but who knows? We don't know. But these guys, these people have been involved in working on Batman vs Superman and Justice League in terms of the choreographed scenes and getting those ready, and they even released that video of the parademons scene there a few months ago. So look, hopefully this is a sign that they are shooting additional photography. Take it with a grain of salt, just like the information the other day, but it's all pointing in the right direction, and I don't see what else they could be doing at this time. Bruce Wayne also said Matt is the same guy who did the previs for the Batman and the League in Batman vs Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League, along with Richard Citrone, Damo Caro, and Zack himself. He even released that one previs video for us in support of the Snyder Cut Moon, if you remember that little scene of choreographed that they released a few months ago. So look, these are the people who've been involved in Batman vs Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. They've worked with Zack, and now they are on the Warner Brothers lot at stage 2 or around that area and doing something. So what are they doing? With the virus going on, there's not much actually happening. And as I said the other day, that the scenes that needs to be shot for Zack Snyder's Justice League, you could manage it pretty well. You could get everybody tested. You don't have to have a huge crowd in doing the shoot. You could have the actor, you could have the director, you could have a small crew there. You could have who you need to have there, get them tested, and you can have those people on set and finish and do the scenes that you want to do. But this is positive stuff, it's good stuff, and hopefully we get more confirmation in the next few days that they actually are doing the additional photography for Zack Snyder's Justice League right now. It's what we all want, it's what we're all looking forward to. Martian Manhunter being put into the Justice League film, and maybe even more scenes of characters. Who knows what's going to happen? Lots of talk about Ryan Reynolds. We don't know yet. We know Zack wants to do more additional photography. Will he get to do it? Will he get the time? Will he get the availability of the actors like Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill? We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's all being kept hush hush and in secret for a big surprise for us fans. But anyway, I'm sure it will be done the right way. Another character, an actor that had scenes cut from Justice League back in 2017 by Josh Whedon, was Jesse Eisenberg. Now, Jesse Eisenberg is one of my favourite parts of Batman vs Superman. Every time I watch Batman vs Superman, his performance gets better and better. And right now, I think he has the best thing about Batman vs Superman. Absolutely brilliant. I love every single scene. Chris Terrio's writing for the character is outstanding, and I was disappointed when he didn't have as much scenes in Justice League, but hopefully in the theatrical version change that. Jesse Eisenberg had something to say. He goes, you can expect to see an extra 35 seconds or so of his Lex Luthor doing something in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I really like Zack's creative approach, and I loved working on the movie. So I think he's kind of trolling a little bit here. He doesn't watch his own movies, Jesse Eisenberg, but I think he has more scenes in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I definitely know. I don't think Zack would completely cut the character from Justice League. I know Justice League has nothing got to do with Lex Luthor, but he has a lot to do with the story, and especially the Superman story. He's responsible for Superman dying. He's the one responsible for pitting Batman against Superman. He kidnapped Lois. He kidnapped his mother. He was a great part of of Batman vs Superman, his first outing. And I think it would be unlike Zack if he just completely cut the character out of his arc. I think he has more scenes. There's rumors that Batman visited him in Arkham Asylum to get more information about the notes that he had got to do with Darkseid, Steppenwolf, so maybe that's a cool scene. Maybe there's just another scene of him with Deathstroke. That's more of a scene. The scene that we seen in 2017, the theatrical version, the post-credit scene was changed by Jeff Johns, changed by Josh Whedon, reshot, rewrote. It's not the one Zack Snyder did, because Deathstroke himself, Joe Manganiello, said the day that HBO Max announced Zack Snyder's Justice League was coming that the real post-credit scene can happen now. So there you go. There's on-scene footage of Deathstroke. There's on-scene footage of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. More scenes shot by Zack Snyder himself. So definitely there is more of those two characters, and I couldn't be more excited to see Joe Manganiello's real debut into the DCU by Zack Snyder, and then the continuation of Jesse Eisenberg's performance of Lex Luthor, because I think it would be a shame to lose such a great actor for such a great role that fits him perfectly. He really steals the show every time I watch Batman vs Superman. Now, Jesse Eisenberg, for me, is the ultimate character, the ultimate kind of casting that Zack Snyder has done. His casting's always been brilliant, but Lex Luthor is very much up at the top for me. Now, here is an interesting thing being done by comicbook.com. Now, this is a documentary that's going to be looking at the process, at the the story of the hashtag release the Snyder Cut movement. And who's that handsome guy there? Look at that handsome guy. Just messing. That's, of course, me, Movies That Matter with the Viking. But this documentary is looking at the struggle, looking through the heartbreak, looking through the joy of what the Snyder Cut movement has done over the last 2.5 years, nearly 3 years now. Not only got to do with artistic integrity, but got to do with charity and the film being more than just a film, being about other things that's way more important than cinema. So I was very happy to be involved in this documentary, this kind of interview that Brandon Davis at comicbook.com did. I want to say thank you to him. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait for it to be released. It's going to be released on August 14th. And I hope you get to tune in and watch it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but there's a good few people there who've been a part of the movement for the last 2.5 years going to be in it. There is also some people who didn't make the cut, I don't think, but everyone's important to the Snyder Cut movement. I was happy to go on and talk with Brandon, talk about the hashtag, talk about what the movement has done over the last 2.5 years, and I can't wait for it to come out and to have a look at it and see what it's all about. Sean O'Connell's in it, the author of the hashtag release the Snyder Cut book. You got May, you got one of the Faruqi brothers, you got loads of people involved in this, and I can't wait to see the full version. But this is brilliant. Well done to comicbook.com. They got on this the minute the Snyder Cut was announced. They started doing interviews that day. I remember talking to Brandon that day. And so they've been working on it the last few months, and I'm sure it's going to be done very well. And I actually can't wait to see it. So definitely, guys, hashtag release the Snyder Cut documentary is already made. It didn't take long. When's that movie coming? Get those movie royalties in. But I'm sure this will spin off to more documentaries in the future about the process. Got to do with the filmmaking, what happened on Zack Snyder's Justice League, what happened with the theatrical cut, what happened with Joss Whedon, all that stuff. Because someday I think we'll probably make a very good film. It won't happen anytime soon, but sometime down the line. But documentaries like this, of course, the book is coming as well. Other things will happen got to do with the movement and documenting the movement and what really happened. So this is a great idea, and actually I'm looking forward to it, and it's a good way to look at the movement and look at and sit back and relax and look at what we've done over the last 2.5 years. Look at all the stuff we've done for charity, got to do with the movie, and then finally coming up to HBO Max, letting Zack Snyder do his vision, which is going to be really, really cool. I'll let you know when this is actually released. August 14th, it's supposed to come out. So get looking forward to that, guys. Should be something interesting and new for the movement. But guys, let me know your thoughts on all the stuff talked about here today. Let me know what you talked about the trending yesterday. Do you think Zack Snyder's Justice League is in additional photography, or is it got to do with something else? Are we getting our hopes up? What do you think of Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal, and his comments about JL? And also, this documentary is something to look forward to and something new. As always, guys, give a like, comment, subscribe, come follow me on all the social media and talk about the one thing we love, which is movies. Until next time, guys, always remember, Zack Snyder's Justice League is on the way. Just enjoy the ride.